First, insert the flash drive and make sure it is seated. Then turn on the 8X, and you will see the system version, followed by whatever expansions you have installed, in this case 3, and then the main screen, which is defaulting to the first set 001 concerto. For uploading user programs and user program banks, you need to know about 3 buttons on the grill. The first one is the menu button and right button. It has 2 functions. This is what gets you into the menu in the first place, and it allows you to write or save whatever you have done. A second button is the exit button, which is what you use to exit out of wherever you are and get back to the main screen. The third button is the data enter button, which also has 2 functions, and you can either scroll it or push it depending on what you are trying to achieve. So I have the flash drive inserted with my user program banks on it. Now I need to get into the menu. Remember that there are 3 buttons that we will primarily use. The menu right button, this one here, will get me into the menu. The first menu that comes up is 1 or tuning, which we will not be using. So the data enter button is what we need to use to scroll, in other words to turn that button until we get to the appropriate menu, which in this case is menu 15, also called the utility menu. To go deeper inside a menu, you need to push the data enter button. Now we are in menu 15.1, which is used to copy a set from one location to another. We don't want that. We want to scroll all the way to 15.8, which is import. Now it's defaulted to import sets. In fact, all sets at once, but we don't want that. Today we're going to change the set to user program. We do that by pushing in on the data enter button. That highlights this whole section. Now we need to press it one more time, which highlights set. Now we can change set to user program or to FR7X, which we do not want. So I have highlighted user program, but we're not done yet. If I push in again, now the whole screen is green as before, and we can scroll down to all. I want to enter user program banks, not individual single user programs, but banks, which means that we will be loading 14 user programs at once. We can scroll down again to the part of the menu that is currently hidden, and that asks us to indicate the destination bank. In this case, I want to put my user program bank 3 into destination bank 3. So I use the data enter button to rotate the data to the proper destination bank. It is now set on 3, so now I only need to tap the right button, menu right button, once, and it displays what I have inside my flash drive. So I want to put my third bank, which I call 003 accordion Noel .upb. The UPB tells you the type of file it is, in this case a bank file. user program bank file. It's highlighted, that's all we need. I will then press write one more time, which will save this to my 8X. Here we go. It's done. Now I know that the user program bank 3 has been loaded in the proper place. Let me do one more. I'll change the user program destination bank to 4. Tap the right button to look at my files again on the flash drive. I'll select my 004 or classical settings. Again, it's a UPB file. It's highlighted, tap the right button, and now it is imported. Remember, the exit button is used to back out of wherever you are, so let me back out to the main screen. Exit, exit, exit. Now I'm to menu 15, exit again, and I'm to the main screen. To play the user program bank that I just entered, I need to go to the user program button on the grill. It's the 11th button down. Press it, it's highlighted. Now the screen shows the first user program bank and register 1 is highlighted. You will not be playing that user program until you actually tap the appropriate register. And then you'll see a change in how it is displayed. So let's say I wanted to play a tangle. I go to 001-04 or register 4. Press that. And now it turns to black. So now, in fact, the tangle has been selected, and if I played something, it would have the tangle sounds to it. I back out of the user program mode by tapping the user program button. So we enter in and out of user program mode, if desired, by the user program button. We move among the different user program banks by pressing the set arrow up or down. We can go through all of the user program banks with this arrow. Or we can use an alternative, which is to hold the set button. And now it asks me to enter the bank I want. So let's suppose I want to go to bank 25. I enter 25 quickly. Wait for it to settle. And register 2. Now it will jump to that, which happens to be, in this case, one of the registers, user programs that I use for Malagueña. Now I can use the back set button to return to another location. And that's it.